Hi there everyone, your Power here with another vlog. So I just finished watching through Shin Godzilla. It's a Godzilla movie that came out in 2016, I believe, and I really liked it. I don't think I'm going to like it as much as Minus One because I really liked that when I saw that, and I've still been thinking about Minus One. Special fun fact about Minus One, but I found out a few days ago that in January for like a week they were doing a special like premiere for Minus One where it was just in black and white, and I really wanted to see that. They called it Minus One minus color, and it's not like just black and white, but like scenes were like color corrected to like have more impact and make Godzilla feel like more realistic in black and white, but never saw that. So maybe if there's like a Blu-ray release, like that has that, then sure, why not? But I am getting off topic with Shin Godzilla because yeah, it was a good movie. I liked it a lot. This incarnation of Godzilla is probably the most creepy looking. It has we see three of its forms. In this incarnation, Godzilla is a sea creature that rapidly mutates and evolves, and there are it's mentioned that it has four forms, and we see three of them in the movie. The first one that we see, Form 2, is like this kind of like a bulky serpentine like creature that just like you see its tail, and then its third form when it goes on dry land starts to resemble Godzilla a little bit more. It looks more dinosaurish, and then the fourth form that we see is more in line with what most people think of when they see Godzilla. Even though like there are some differences for this specific incarnation where it gives off its own unique feel to it, but yeah, it was a very interesting take on Godzilla, and similar to Minus One, it's just this destructive force of nature that is nearly impossible to stop. And I like that interpretation of Godzilla, where unlike the I believe it's like the Legendary Pictures incarnation of Godzilla, um, like where it's treated more as like an anti-hero, I guess. But yeah, this Godzilla definitely, out of all the Godzilla movies I've seen, is the most creepy looking. One notable thing is that its tail also, it looks like it had a mouth on it, which is really weird. But yeah, and not even like mentioning the ending shot with Godzilla in it. That ooh, that one. I don't know if there's going to be a sequel to Shin Godzilla, but if there is, then that ending shot definitely can lead into whatever a sequel could bring. But yeah, um, the human cast I feel wasn't as memorable to me as Minus One or even the original Godzilla movie when I saw that. But still, the human cast. There were a couple of characters that did stand out to me, like I'm not gonna remember the names, but like the main character who basically comes up with the plan to stop Godzilla. He was pretty memorable. There's a couple of other people as well. There was this lady who was like, maybe maybe Godzilla like does like the nuclear fission stuff. I'm not well versed in that, but then everyone's like, no, that's not possible. And then later on, it's like, oh, it's possible, and she's like, told you so. I don't think she said that, but like, there's also a woman that like is Japanese, but like was raised in America, so she like switches between speaking both Japanese and English, which I thought was pretty neat. I mean, you could tell that she probably was not actually native to the U.S. I mean, she could have been, but like she had a noticeable accent. So um, probably someone. She was probably someone that was just fluent in English that could pass for like the Japanese audience as being native to the U.S. when she probably actually wasn't. But that's just me speculating on the actress's background when I know nothing about any of the people that were in the movie. But yeah, very, it was very a lot of destruction in the movie, a lot, and I mean, it does fall in line with the original Godzilla movie, where again Godzilla is just this huge force of destruction that is difficult to stop. And same with the -1 interpretation of Godzilla as well. I haven't seen like the other Godzilla movies aside from like those and the Legendary Pictures incarnations, but I mean, I'm not opposed to seeing them. But I really liked Shin Godzilla, the original, and -1. So not sure how the others will live up to those, but I'm not opposed to watching them at some point in the future. But yeah, anyways, I'm just gonna end it off here. If you've seen Shin Godzilla, feel free to talk about it without spoiling it. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you all next time for another vlog. Later.